I don't know about you, but that Lois Lane cameo in Cape Crusader has got me thinking. So in Batman Cape Crusader, we get a few small cameos of a reporter who is presumably Lois Lane, as she is drawn exactly the same as Lois in the Fleischer cartoon. I absolutely love that they slipped this in there for the fans, especially given the 40s aesthetic. Now call me crazy, but this has me hoping for a Superman series in a similar style to Cape Crusader, almost a spiritual successor to the Fleischer serials. I guess this could be similar to the original concept for Superman the Animated Series before it was reworked. Now I know what some of you are probably thinking, but Haven, we already have an animated Superman show.
Right, as always.
Yeah, it's true. We do have a currently running Superman series. And I mean, it's alright. It's okay. It's fine. It has a human brain dating a hyper-intelligent gorilla. Superman with shoulder pads. It's okay. It's alright. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I have a very mixed relationship with this show. I thought season 1 was alright. It was okay. And the first part of season 2, I actually really liked it. But as the season went on, and they got more into the Brainiac stuff, yeah, I ended up dropping the show. I didn't feel like watching it anymore. I also started to tire of seeing how Superman's origin was almost treated as a mystery, even though they didn't really do anything too different than what we saw before, and it's just like, it's seeing Superman discover his heritage again and again, except this time it's taking 2 seasons of a show where that's the entire plot, and it's just getting really boring for me.
It's dead! Leave it, let it lie!
I did not mean for this to turn into a My Adventures with Superman hate piece, so let's get back to the topic at hand. Now, the Fleischer Superman series is one that I have a lot of nostalgia for, and I'm sure a lot of people do. I used to grow up watching these things on repeat along with Superman the movie. That was my jam back then.
So if you're not a fan of the words, peak fiction, goat, raw, fire, click off of the video. Because those are going to come up like 50 times in here, man. I can't help it. The weights are off. On some Rock Lee stuff, the weights are off. I took them all, I threw them into that.
Try to imagine the potential of having a back-to-basic retro Superman series that can put a light on some of Superman's lesser-known rogues the same way Cape Crusader has for Batman, which I would say Superman definitely needs way more than Batman. You'd be lucky to find a general audience member that knows any Superman villains outside of Lex Luthor. And after Zack Snyder, some people might even say Batman. That's crazy.
His family, so there's safeguards against this.
And hopefully if they did this, we'd actually get some fire designs for the Superman rogues, and not this unidentifiable slop that My Adventures with Superman has been giving us.
They're going to pay.
They?
All of them. I'm going to make them pay. And you're going to help me.
Seriously, look at this. Who is this? I bet most people wouldn't even know this was a Superman character. The character designs in this show are horrendous, man. Anyways, like I was saying, I think doing a series like this could have some crazy potential. I would personally love to see a Superman in a more grounded world, helping out the little guy as opposed to fighting big robots or aliens. I would love to see some villains like Silver Banshee or Parasite done right again, with a cool retro twist on them. And making Toyman an actual villain again would be super nice. Matter of fact, let's see what other Superman villains might be cool to see in that nice noir kind of retro 40s aesthetic. Let's see. Yeah, Metallo. Metallo would be cool. Oh, Livewire. Yeah. Oh, Oh, oh. I mean, it's set in the 40s, so...
Interesting.
I think it would also be cool to see Clark's classic hopefulness and optimism around wartime. We could get a really interesting story out of that, if they wanted to mention the war. Another interesting plot is should Superman get involved with the war, kind of a similar idea to Superman 4, which, love it or hate it, the premise had potential. Another thing is Tim Daly has expressed interest in returning to the role of Superman, which I think would be quite swell.
Swell?
I would understand if you wanted to get a new voice actor to go alongside Hamish Linklater, but Tim Daly is an amazing talent, and I would personally have zero problem with him returning to that iconic role. So, in conclusion, I'm rewatching Caped Crusader, not watching Mid-Adventures with Superman, and a Superman show connected to Caped Crusader with Loki had me geeking. I guess this could be similar to the original concept for Superman the Animated Series before it was reworked.